These were the words of President Kaguta Museveni shortly after his inauguration on the 12th of May 2026.
And we are entering Chisanja, no more corruption.
Days later, government launched a joint anti-corruption operation beginning at the residence of former Speaker of Parliament Annet Anita Among. The move has since then drawn applause from a section of Ugandans.
Why is the fundamental doing this? Why the army? No. Number one, extraordinary circumstances require extraordinary solutions. Secondly, it is a duty, constitutional duty of the UPDF to protect the national wealth.
Among those welcoming the operations is the outgoing Minister of State for Regional Cooperation, John Mulimba.
This primitive accumulation has caused a lot of impunity, where the holders of this money have been able to bribe and have their way across all institutions of government.
According to Mulimba, gone are the days when no one could dare speak openly about the rotten government, including leaders like himself, all because of fear.
Of course, all of us, you and I, you the press, and all of us in the country, we have been suffocated. We've been in the corner. People will not breathe. People will not speak. Those who have spoken have suffered the consequences.
He expressed appreciation for the steps being taken to clean up the country.
Primarily, I would like to thank the CDF for his very tough stand that he has taken against this serious problem that Uganda is facing at this critical juncture.
Having served in the 11th Parliament, led by Right Honourable Anita Among, Mulimba opened up about what he says has been happening within the legislature.
Even compromised and abused the rules of procedure of Parliament. If you have been following, that Parliament was no longer a place for debating. It was a place for one person.
Although he welcomed the operation, Mulimba emphasizes that the exercise should not end at investigations, but that the culprits must be apprehended.
It is not just enough to come up and do what is we're seeing being done, cordoning off premises, picking the assets, and showing in the paper how much investigations. I think we would like to see tangible outcomes, where offenders are arraigned in court and given the due punishment that is authorized by the law.
He further claims that the allegations of capture of Parliament had given Aneta Among undue influence over government agencies and key decisions.
This primitive accumulation of wealth has also made people to become very, very, very entrenched.
Just as the saying goes that what happens in the darkness eventually comes out in the light, Mulimba says the recent developments have exposed what he describes as Anita's dark room.
An individual manipulating change in per diem without going through the due process from $900 per diem to 4,000.
Mulimba is now calling on authorities to involve outgoing members of Parliament as well as the general public in the anti-corruption fight.
I want to call upon NRM to open up an office or a bureau where members of Parliament of the 11th Parliament can freely access there to go and tell him what he has not found ordinarily.
He also called for audits within other government agencies, including the police, the Inspectorate of Government, and the courts of law.
The final area I want NRM to quickly rush to is police. Uganda Police Force.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Mbagambye abantu bakubibwa mu kalulu.